Hey guys, Tom's out in my workshop and he's working, so I had to grab the camera because I don't know what he's up to, but it's awful funny. He's in my workshop. He's never in my workshop unless I ask him to go out there to do something. So let's see what he's up to. What are you up to?
Sanding.
What are you sanding?
Stuff for a cosplay piece that we're gonna be doing for MagFest.
What is that?
It's a helmet, or it's half of it.
And what are you? So, hold on. What?
So, some of my friends and I are doing a group cosplay for a game called Lethal Company.
Okay. I just cleaned this all up.
Yeah, and thanks for doing that.
I didn't clean it for you to go there and make a mess on my workshop table.
Well, I'll clean this up.
So go ahead. So this is some kind of what?
So we got 3D. So
a costume?
Yeah, this is like the back of a helmet. This is like for a rebreather type bit. I've got more parts here that I have to sand through.
You gotta have to sand all that?
Yeah.
Let me see what they're made out of. What are they?
It's like some sort of plastic. They're 3D printed, so they're like custom. But
is this fiberglass?
Or some sort of plastic.
Well, that's never fun to. You're gonna do. Hold on, you're gonna.
I started this one, but
you got to get.
Apparently, the printer had a bit of a.
You got to get
connection.
that smooth.
Or at least as smooth as possible.
Oh my
I guess.
gosh, that's going to take you forever.
I'm kind of.
So what is your job is just to sand them?
Sand them, and then after they're sanded, I am to prime them, so they can be painted later. But as far as I'm aware, the painting part isn't my job.
And okay, so who got you to do this? Your friends?
Yeah, the one who printed these out went on vacation, and the other one is, well.
Oh, how convenient!
Not around.
Went on vacation, so we don't have to sand them. Hold it.
I don't think that was.
I just say here. Hold this for a second. I have to.
Sure.
I don't understand how they're your friends and they got you to sand them. The worst possible job there is almost on anything is sanding, and you're using regular sandpaper. Like you're not using. Like I have a palm sander. I have a Dremel that you can sand with.
I mean, honestly, I kind of figured these would be a bit more, I guess, fragile and easy to sand.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, like, by the looks of this, I mean, this is rough. I don't,
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do about that.
How easy is this?
Not at all.
Oh my gosh, look at all that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is going to take you forever. Why don't you try my, my palm sander, for one, and that would be a lot easier to do, and then maybe my Dremel, because I don't, like getting in here with a piece of sandpaper is hard because you can't really go.
Crevice can't do broader motion.
Well, I mean, you want my help?
Yes, very much so.
All right,
it's a little bit more daunting than I thought it would be.
I'm not cheap. I'm just letting you know. I'll get my palm sander. We'll try that and see how that works. I mean, I do have wet and dry sandpaper too. These things. There's a round one right there. You must have already found that one. But anyway, these can go on to, like, I have that over there. It's like it's an orbital, like it's a polisher, waxer, whatever. But you can put them on there and use them. But
okay.
I think your best thing to do, we'll try the. I'm going to turn the heater on too, because the temperature's supposed to go down tonight.
Yeah.
Like 28, and you're going to be out here for quite some time. What else do you have to do? Just sand these?
Well, I said sand, and then I have to prime them. I've got the Canta primer in mine. I'm also like fill in, like if there's a little like pock mark missing, like here or something, I could like put a little bit of filler in that. You
got the worst job out of anybody then. So what is the next step after that? After the primer, just paint them?
Pretty much. Well, then there's like assembling, which has some glue needed.
These are your friends?
I mean, yeah.
Is their name Joe? All right, so let me try to hook up this palm sander, and I'll give you a hand trying that. All right.
Appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, I wish this is when you wish that you had a big machine. You know, a big orbital sander that you just sit there and you could just go like this
Just,
on
like,
a belt
grind it
sander.
on it,
Yeah. All right, I got a little sandpaper on here. It's not in real great shape, but we'll try this
Oh yeah, I remember that thing.
just to see if this will actually work.
It's a good
that.
idea.
All right, let me try to plug this thing in. I hope this. Oh yeah, this. All right, let's see what we got here. I don't know how loud this thing is, but. Well, we got to put more sandpaper on there because.
That's a bit of an issue.
Yeah. All right. Well, you might as well just turn that thing off and then wait until we get somewhere.
Yeah, really. All right, we got a bit of a progress update here.
Yeah. So Tom picked up his other ones that he needs to get done.
Yeah.
And this one was pretty bad.
Yeah.
And
we've done what we could do.
and
We're gonna be like.
Well, that has to be sanded a little bit more. But
Yeah,
then I pulled
sanded,
out the
filled.
next one,
Yeah.
and
I don't know if the 3D printer had like an error with it or what, but it's not
Guys, this-
supposed to have a block
this-
on it.
this all has to be removed according to Tom.
Yeah, you if you like hold it like kind of up like how it's supposed to be like
I
turn
mean, like
around.
this compared to this.
Yeah, but more so just so I could see like you can see the seam
Yeah.
where it was supposed to break off, and it's just not.
And the heck of a time that we're having is because the sandpaper just doesn't want to sand it.
No, it really
Right?
doesn't.
And so I used the Dremel. I got stuff all in my
Yeah, as you can tell, he's got a
yeah, because I already got a
on.
piece of my eye went under my glasses in my eye.
Yeah.
But anyway, I want to show you.
Way that it's
I'm going
not
to show you how hard this is going to be. I'm only going to do a little piece right now.
Go for it.
All right. And you can see the problem is it just melts it.
Yeah.
And then it's like it comes off, like if you can get it off while it's soft, it's okay, but it burns your fingers.
Right.
It burns us. Let me see something.
So I think that's what you're supposed to do when that stuff is sort of 3D printed is like while it's still hot, make sure you get off the chunks that's like seams.
Yeah.
I guess that one didn't happen.
This one doesn't even want to cut it, you know? Yeah, I can't even cut it with this. It's ridiculous. I never seen such a thing. Yeah, so that's going to be, this will be fun.
Yeah. 3D print DIY. Make sure you know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
Because I didn't.
Especially when somebody tells you, hey, you could do the sanding.
Yeah.
So we've been using the palm sander, we've been using this.
Using just regular sandpaper.
Probably this would probably work better, I would think. But this is really fine because you can use this for wet or dry. But see, this is so rough still.
Yeah.
This
Might
is
wanna
not.
do just
This
like
is
a-
not fun. It's not fun at all.
No, it's pretty bad.
Yeah. So it's like you use this sandpaper. It takes forever. But that's what Tom's doing right now. He's been doing this part.
Yeah, Dad's getting the rough, like, block chunks and, like, the sharp spikes off of stuff, and then I've been going over it with the sandpaper to smooth it over.
Right.
Luckily, we don't need to do nearly as much as I thought we needed to do. We don't need to, like, smooth out all the grooves.
Well, here you go. You can show.
The ones that I've, like, mostly done.
Got this one done.
Yeah.
And this.
A friend of mine who has better details on the project is going to be coming over so that he can both give a hand and also, like, approve that we're getting enough.
Yeah. And he can actually see what it's like to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so as soon as he comes, I'm out.
Understandable.
Like, look, it's hard as a rock now.
Yep.
All right, so
And
I'll try to get the worst
so
off of this before your friend shows up.
I greatly appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. It's going to get noisy.
Yes, it is. hey, you're doing a great job. Thank you very much.
$100 an hour isn't bad, is it?
Wait, what?
Huh?
What?
I said $100 an hour isn't that bad, is it? It's hot. Look, I can mold it right back into it like clay.
Ah. That's not really a bad thing, is it?
I don't know. We'll see. That's hot.
I imagine it is.
This is terrible.
Yeah.
All right, we'll show you the progress when we're done.
That we will.
We're back.
That we are.
But we forgot to film yesterday at the end of after we got it all done. So as you can see, we have them set up over there
Yep.
and one here for painting. And then I got extras now. Do I guess both sides of this have to be painted?
Probably good.
Yeah, which means that we're going to have to paint one side.
I mean, honestly, I don't even know if those parts need to be painted. I just know the rest of the helmets. I don't remember being told for the other parts, but I think those parts do need to be painted.
I thought I asked him. I thought he said yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So just for a little bit of context, a friend of mine 3D printed all these things out, and he was over to help with sanding the other day.
Yeah.
And
Tom never grabbed the camera.
yes.
So.
But it was also mostly just loud dremeling anyway. Which
Yeah.
did we even actually like touch on like any of the dremeling part?
I thought we showed it and the beginning of it, and then we said to them that we'll show them after we're done.
Right. So like right now, just kind of over here on the side, you'll see a little picture of how one of them looked like, because some of those support structures of it weren't snapped off.
How much we had to Dremel off. Here, show the
Yeah.
picture on the whole screen, Tom. Right here, okay?
Yeah, it'll like zoom in right there. There you can see it. Wow.
There. All right.
It's a lot.
Yeah. All right, so we have the heater on.
Got the
It's up
heater
to-
on.
It's up to
That's like 60?
50,
Yeah.
which is
It does make it look like it was
which is
60.
the low end of what you should be painting with, but we're doing what we can right now. So this is the primer, what we're going to be putting on first.
Yep.
And
2 coats
yeah.
onto all 3 of these.
So I'm just going to do these for right now. For that, what I want to do, I'm going to cut a flap out of this
Okay.
so that we can put this kind of like on here like this.
Ah.
Wait a second. Maybe not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to cut the top over too. I just didn't want it to go over all over everything. I'll have to move some
Right.
tools and stuff, especially my drill. I don't care if it gets on the wall. That don't matter. I just don't want it on any of my good tools, you know.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it is cold.
Yeah, it's not too bad in here right now.
Not in here, no.
It was really cold in here, and I had the 2 heaters going. But guess what? I just put the painted pecan down.
What the heck did you do with it?
Here it is.
Oh.
Anyway, I had both of the heaters on, but it blew a fuse. Too much
Yeah.
on one circuit. So we're going with one right now. It's 51. I'm pretty toasty right now.
It's pretty good.
Tom, I don't think you've ever spray painted anything ever, have you?
Once, like 2 little things.
Okay, first thing you gotta do is shake it up so that that ball moves freely in there.
Oh yeah, that much I do know.
All right, so I'm just gonna. Leave that like that.
Yep. Because I believe the instructions for this were like 10 minutes tops is really all you need
Before you can touch it.
before you could do the second coat.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Good. It's going to get really fumey in here.
That it will.
Realistically, when you're doing this kind of stuff, you should have a respirator on.
Yep.
Or breathe through your shirt.
Which is what I'm doing right now.
This is what happens when you don't have a garage.
And you decide to do a project that involves spray paint.
Yeah.
Luckily, it doesn't matter how much, if any, primer or anything gets on the inside of it.
Right.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, the can also says that after like 2 to 4 hours in 70 degrees, you can do like a sanding, like a dry sanding of it.
Yeah. I'm not saying anymore.
Well, no, I'm just saying that like, so it seems like in about that much time it'll be like done.
Right. And it says 2 coats, right?
Yep. Or at least that's just what was recommended. So I guess while he does that and like finishes that up, I just want to show like the top of the one of this helmet. I think it's this one in particular. I believe that this helmet is the one that had the support structures on it. You can tell by how
bad one. Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell. Actually, no, I don't think this is. It might be the one that's up there.
Yeah,
this is definitely it because you can see like all the like kind of pock marks on the top of it.
Okay, move back so I can finish this way before I die over here.
Sorry. Because there's one thing that we noticed about the Dremel, it's that it didn't really sand it so much as it like melted it.
Yeah. Alright, we're going to let that go before the second coat.
Yep.
And I wanted to see how tacky these things are. A little bit. I'm going to go ahead and shoot them again.
Alright.
The nice thing is, we're going to go in the house now, breathe.
Yeah.
And then we'll come back out in a little bit to put the second coat on that one.
That we will.
And then we got it 2 more times.
Yep.
And then, let me go breathe.
Yep. Let's get out of here and close the door so we don't lose the heat.
That's why you're supposed to get a respirator.
Yeah.
Oh, it's much better now.
Yep.
Yeah, so we'll let them dry for about a half hour. And then we'll go out, put another coat on it, and then go to the next one, and the next one. And then after all they are done, I think we have to let them sit for about 2 hours before we can put the spray paint on.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said I'd help them.
But I greatly appreciate it, and you know what? You're awesome for it.
Don't touch me.
So real quick, we're still waiting for it to dry, but if you're wondering why we're not actually doing spray painting outside as opposed to inside, besides the fact that it's cold, which you can tell, that's also why. We've got a little bit of icy precipitation, and that doesn't really help out when it comes to spray paint. I'm gonna be a little bit muffled because I forgot to bring my mask out.
Yeah, guys, I have this kind of mask on, which is better than nothing, but I would rather have an N95, which I used to have them, but I guess I used them all probably during COVID or something. I don't know. But this is better than nothing. It's better than, you don't want to breathe this stuff in.
Certainly not.
So I sprayed them again with a second. I put a first one on these things.
Okay.
Put a second on that. The sanding looks crappy.
But the thing is with this is that
it's okay.
It's okay because the thing with Lethal Company is that we're supposed to be expendable. So so these helmets are looking like they're like refurbished.
Yeah.
It works.
The thing is it's still very, very tacky. So even though this one's done, I can't take it off unless I had another pole to put it on. Maybe I can set something up and put it on top of a pole, and then that way it can dry over on the side and I can do the next one. Yeah, I'll try to figure out something like that, and if I can only see. That's the worst thing about masks with glasses is they steam up.
Yep,
really
you have to
bad.
wear them in a very particular fashion.
Yeah. Let's see. And these are my my spare glasses, which are really in good shape, but I just don't like them.
I'm wearing my spare glasses too, just in case.
Yeah, if you guys are wondering why I have different glasses on. But so let me get this figured out how I can get that one off, and then put another one over here so I can get the. I'd like to get this part done, so then we can let them dry overnight, and then we can do the spray paint tomorrow.
Right.
Because we're on a time schedule. Because Tom's friends, I guess, are just like Tom. They all just wait till last second to do stuff.
A little bit. I mean,
well, somebody had to wait for Amazon to deliver stuff that they needed for this project. So.
Right. Not to mention also, when I first wanted to do this was before we had the power outage.
Oh yeah,
and the outage happened.
Yeah, you know what? Let me. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can see. All right, I'll let you slide a little bit there.
Which
Tom.
doesn't change that there's a time limit, but.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, this is his project, and I'm gonna see what I can do with the other ones. They are kind of cool looking. I can admit that. So
and I'll be sure to post pictures of what the full thing looks like once it's completely done and we're like all in costume.
Yeah. All right, go in the house, get so you can breathe, and let me try to get this out and figure out what I'm going to do.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Yeah. All right, so I put some gloves on so I don't get any of this stuff on me.
I've got a mask on, so I'm
going to try going on the inside anyway, like that.
Yeah.
And then we're going to try to put this right over here, like this.
And
let it dry like that.
All right.
I didn't even get any paint on me. How about that?
Nice.
And then we can go through the second one now.
Yep.
And then after this, I'm going to have to rig up some other kind of pole somewhere. I'm running out of poles. I think I might have something back over there. Hook another one up over here and have it
stand up over here just like that one.
Done. Yeah. All right. Here we go.
Let's get to it.
Well, we're finally done. I'm finally done.
You did do a lot of it.
Yeah. So, here's what we got, guys. All these things are done. Which I'm not even sure what these are. This is a little odd shaped. You notice it's not like, I don't even know what it is. Anyway.
They're like caps for what's supposed to be like an oxygen tank.
Yeah, you got these three things that I hung here to dry. I'll leave them there so that they can finish drying.
Yep.
We got the helmets here.
The helmets.
This is which one is it that the paint ran on? Was it this one?
Good question.
Or was it this one? Oh, it was this one. Because I slightly sanded it a little bit on the end. I think we're okay to leave it like that, Tom.
I think so.
Because I mean, there's imperfections with these anyway. At least they're pretty dry to the touch. They're not complete. This one is pretty bad. But that's. I mean, you'd have to put so much putty on this to get it flat.
Yeah.
Probably why Alex didn't do it. You know what I mean? He only did so much.
Right.
But as you can see, on these see I left the little silver in there?
So
it looks kind of like bolts or metal, whatever. Did the best I could with that. I had to get a little bit.
Yeah, I know. It's been doing that.
Yeah, that's because we're haunted.
Wish we weren't.
I got a little Q-tip with some nail polish remover. And I just took the paint off in each one of these circles so that would do that.
They look great.
Yeah, I think you're set now, except for the fumes that you're going to be sniffing in. And you know, you couldn't have a shield on here anyway, because if you put this over your head with the shield there, you wouldn't be able to breathe. Yeah. And especially with the fumes that are there, I don't know what it's going to be like on the inside, but you could smell it still really strong, and it's going to be like that for a while. That's how it is with spray paint.
Spray paint is. Yeah.
But it didn't. It doesn't seem like I got a lot on anything else. Like you could tell, like there's a little gray on the box.
A little dusting.
But that's it. So it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I hope you liked this video. For once, me and Tom were actually kind of working together. Tom was a big help. I mean, I painted him, but that's only basically because only one person could paint. There's no sense in him being out here to breathe it in. Right. And we didn't want to show that because we didn't want to ruin the camera either.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna
you should have seen. You should have seen him yesterday, or was it yesterday? Was it? No, it was early this morning. Today. He had like paint all around like his nose.
Yeah. Even though I had the mask on, but you need a proper mask. You know, one of those respirators for painting, and I don't have one. Yeah. So you know, I got black lung mouth. So I hope you appreciate that, Tom. Probably cut my life off by a couple of years. But anyway, so
way to guilt me about it.
They're done now.
They are done, and I will say it again. Thank you so much for being such an incredible help with this.
Yeah, and well, I mean, like I said, you and Alex did a lot of the hard work with the sanding. You know?
I mean, yeah.
So, I mean, because sanding is not fun. It's the worst part of everything. Just
Right.
wish that I'm a perfectionist, so it's, or somewhat of a perfectionist. I would hate that myself.
Yeah. If it weren't for like what we know about the game already,
Yeah, and the
then
time
maybe a bit
crunch.
more-
You're on a time crunch, too.
Time crunch, yeah.
So, I mean, because I saw that you had putty in there. Yeah, that's right. See if anybody gets that. Yeah, that's right. Gotta support the team! Anyway,
Anyway,
you could have filled all this in and
right.
and then
Filled
sanded
it,
down.
smoothed it out.
Yeah, but it's still fine. It'll work. You guys are all set now. We're gonna let it cure for another, probably till tomorrow. Then we can take them out. They don't feel tacky at all.
Good.
But this way, hopefully they air out, Tom. And we only used one can. So.
Oh, that's it?
Yep. So I'm going to turn out the lights. This is what I tried, Tom. Look, I wanted to show you. So I first cut a circle in it,
Okay.
right, with a punch, and then but it pushed them all together. I couldn't peel them apart. I have like 4 layers of tape here. So then I cut this with a utility knife, as you can see, right?
Yeah.
And I was going to do it like a bolt, but then what happened was I can't get them apart. So I was like, and you need, for each one of these, you need 8.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, forget it. I'm just, and then I was like, you know what? I wonder if I get a little acetone and just try to get that black off of there, and then and that works fine. I mean, if we had a little thing of silver paint with a little paintbrush, you know, that would be fine too. But
Oh yeah, if we wanted to go the extra mile
Yeah.
for that, but I think that the gray works well enough.
yeah, you're good. All right, well, guys.
So there you go, guys. There's a little bit of a DIY 3D printing helmet project.
Yeah, and guess what? It's probably a first, that video where Tom wasn't griping about working.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, until next time, grab yourself some cold drink, breathe, feel relaxed.
Yeah, no,
We'll meet
wait,
you at the lounge.
Hold on. We're not done with this conversation.